about their lives.
Thank you very much for letting me speak. As you can probably tell, I actually have more in common probably with you guys than with these people that are like 97% women. I find it actually kind of weird that all the people who care enough to take a day off from work and everything are women, and yet the whole board of directors. Statistically, that's kind of weird.
It's really weird.
The other thing I want to say is that the one woman with power, of course, who is here, Ms. Spank, of course, has a six-figure reason to be here.
That's right.
And I do want to say, Ms. Spank, big fan over here. Big fan. Your style of management, which combines a veil of secrecy along with squashing dissent, I'd say it's Gaddafi-esque. I don't know what's better. It is. It's fascist. I love what you do. I especially love your recent edict, which disallowed the volunteers from getting access to the computer database to the dogs. I don't know if you guys are aware of this.
Yes.
Excellent. With this, basically because they don't want they were leaking information to Facebook because they don't want to get so many calls about people who want to adopt dogs. This is actually a genius move because what it does is enables Julie and her staff to spend their time doing things other than caring about and saving dogs, which I don't know exactly what that is, but I'm sure there's other reasons. My advice to you, by the way, is as you can see, Facebook is still going strong. There's still people finding ways of getting the dog on. My advice would be to call Mark Zuckerberg. Tell him to close Facebook because obviously you could be saving a lot of time for shelters and rescues all over the country because everybody's doing it except for us, which I find kind of bizarre. I mean, other places are doing it with great success. I'm not sure why we're not doing it. Whatever. Okay, back to you guys. I should say us guys. I know at least one of you guys made your bones on Wall Street, as I work on Wall Street too. So I'm a numbers guy. I'm a numbers guy. And I was listening with rapt attention at all the numbers being driven around here. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that bothers me. How do we trust these numbers when the fact is that we've got dogs being killed who aren't supposed to be killed?
Yep.
We've got dogs that are killed that rescue groups have holds on. We've got dogs that are being killed that internal memos are saying, don't kill these dogs.
Cats too.
If your internal controls are so bad that you don't even know who you're killing, how do we trust any of the numbers coming out of here? I want to discuss this, seriously. I would be happy to discuss this. My phone number is listed, unlike the ACC's.
Louder.
The Manhattan shelter is in shambles. Kennel staff are overwhelmed. They welcome and thank volunteers who offer to give the animals basic care. The shelter managers have similar stories. They never see problems, and when their shifts are over, they don't move. As volunteers, we feel we're doing the right thing. But ACC upper management keeps trying to push us to do. They send us complaints, warnings, threats, but never a simple thank you. Today is especially awful. Dogs are literally swimming in our feces and urine. There have been lots of cases of diarrhea, an impossible situation. Untold cats and kittens haven't equally as bad. I see big dogs jammed into tiny cages. Animals shown in what were supposed to be temporary cages that line the hallways. But these temporary cages are very permanent now. Can't we agree that ACC animals deserve at least a basic minimum care? But what ACC offers is disgraceful. Can't we agree that the volunteer program is a disaster? Relations between volunteers and perpetrators are poisonous? Members of the ACC board, the ACC board is sinking. Enough of the cover-ups. Why do you continue to protect the Department of Health and mayor, and even yourselves as ACC directors? Shame on all of you.
Exactly. Get lost.
Okay. Dr. Farley, Ms. Banks, members of the board, fellow compassionate animal lovers, I appreciate the opportunity here to speak. For the past several years, I've been looking at the workings of ACC in regards to the numbers that are coming out, and I actually felt pretty good for a while. Going from a 73% kill rate down to a 33% kill rate in the city of New York in a city the size of New York
Can't believe it.
was very impressive, and again, we've made progress. However, I feel that we have run into a wall with trying to improve and get to our commitment to no kill, and that we are running the risk of having a first-rate, second-rate animal welfare system in the city of New York. Periodically, I've donated to the ACC in past, and like I said, the stories seem to be good. However, when you start looking at these individual animals that are out there and what's coming out on the youth list, it's just mind-boggling, especially when you think about protocols that are set up by the Maddie's Funds, the Alzheimer protocol, and different areas and philosophies around no-kill, what we are doing for treatable and non-treatable, curable animals that are being euthanized. So, for example, during the period of, now I'm also a numbers guy, but I'm actually going to give you numbers. During the period of June 1st to June 17th, out of 88 dogs that were euthanized, 38 of these, or 43%, had been diagnosed with upper respiratory infections or kennel cough and were rated a no concern or mild. Truly a dog that was adoptable but simply caught a cold. If you look at those numbers and that 43% rate and apply it to the number of dogs that were destroyed in 2010, that equates to about 1,600 dogs that if we tried a little bit harder to save these dogs, which at some point we're committed to by 2015, that's 1,600 dogs that would still be alive today, because of, that we're not really trying for it. So we really need to do something to help these animals, and I'm very concerned about these dogs and cats that are coming down with colds. We need to be able to get these shelters clean to prevent, to prevent them from catching these things and being put onto the youth list. So, in closing, I appreciate your time, and like I said, I think it's something that we really need to make improvements on.
I want to thank everybody for coming out today. My name is Jolene Estrada. I'm not with an organization. I work with Kate Riviello of NYC ACC. I don't know anything about the numbers in Wall Street. I don't know about legislation. I don't know about laws. All I know is that animals are dying, and they're not supposed to be dying in our care. On June 7th, started out for me like any other day. I had a job interview for an animal clinic in New Jersey. I went to my feral colony that I feed. I fund for myself. I do it by myself. And I fed them, made sure that they were all right, and I was getting alerts on my phone from Facebook. I didn't have time to actually find out what was going on because I have a job interview. I looked at my phone and I saw the image of a dog, a black and white dog, pit bull. She was laying in a cage, not big enough for her to stand up in, and 2 inches away from her face was a pile of excrement. She was laying on a rag. Her name was Ebony.
Ebony.
Right. You remember Ebony,
Yeah,
right?
of course we do.
Yeah.
Remember
all
all
of
of
them.
them.
She
All of them.
had been laying there, and I happened to have volunteered at CACC many years ago. I know that she was laying on top of a food dish, an empty food dish. She had excrement between her toes. When I went to find out what was going on, I finally got home. I got further into the story. That's Ebony. That's Ebony. This is Ebony. This is a dog in your care. This is a dog that's in your care, and she's one dog, but she meant something to me, and she means something to everybody here. I had a contact that was trying to rescue this dog. I had people calling from North Carolina who had said that they would be willing to donate $600 to get her pulled and to get a cage built somewhere, a 12 by 12.
That's true.
The person, my contact was on the phone with CACC. She was on there for 3 hours trying to get through. The phone was picked up and hung up. The phone was picked up and hung up. When they finally got through, supposedly 30 minutes after this picture surfaced, this dog was put down. She had people across the states that were trying to rescue her. Now, I don't know, I'm just a recovering drug addict. I'm trying to make good on the second chance of life. As y'all see, I'm not fancy like a lot of the people up here. But I do know that this isn't right. And this happens way too many times. There are people here in this room who are willing to answer those phones for free. I will come down and I will answer those phones for free. This will not let